So this was
I'm already getting angry.
This was a conversation on CBS, and they were talking about it. So here goes.
A bit. I know that a lot of people will argue against that, but in any case, it's the feeling abroad that something has to be done, not to stop the Premier League. Well done on them having investors and selling the product better than anybody, no problem with that. It's just that how can all we get close to that? It feels to me the Premier League is just flying away from everyone, and it's not...
Well, I'd like to disagree with that, because we're talking about a team, namely you're talking about Real Madrid. This is a team who for years have just come to the Premier League and cherry-picked the best players, whoever they wanted, whether it be Cristiano Ronaldo, Xabi Alonso, my club Barcelona taking Mascherano. That's what Real Madrid did. And they've always done that. They've always attracted the best players in the world who've gone there. So notoriously, before what you're talking about has happened in the Premier League right now, Real Madrid had the most money. And then it was absolutely fine.
Okay, so that was the first. I have one more clip I want to play, but I want to respond to that.
Can you just go to like the second or third frame when they switch to the side profile shot of this man? Pretty early. Go earlier. Where you started the clip.
I started it right here at 1:33.
Oh, so go to like a few seconds after that.
Oh, crap. It's a little tougher. Okay, I see it. There it is.
Yes, okay. Thierry Henry's face is all of us. Look at this man's face. He's saying, what you talking about? And by the way, he's one of those guys that Barcelona just came and got from the Premier League, bro.
Exactly.
What you talking about? You've been on top, and now you slip up a little bit, and now you're like, yo, we need to fix this, man. Because I don't know what's happening, but my view doesn't seem as elevated as it previously was.
All right, just thank you, Lousy Val, in the chat I just mentioned. That is Guillem Balagué. So thank you for clarifying. So he's having a conversation with Jamie Carragher.
He's having a conversation with all of the Champions League
coverage
folks at CBS, who again do an absolutely incredible job.
So
company man, Alexis.
Yeah, no, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, that's right. If people didn't see your man on the street.
Oh yeah, the man on the street thing. It was fun.
So,
by the way, how many times can I get ghosted, bro? They didn't even put them all in there. They didn't even know it was me, bro. I'm standing right here.
So this particular point, right? Jamie Carragher is simply saying, look, Real Madrid and Barcelona.
No, this was the perfect clapback.
This was like, yo, why you mad? This is what y'all did for years.
Right. The difference is, and the second part of the clip will get into it, the difference is Real Madrid and Barcelona did whatever they wanted. The Premier League as a unit is now bubbling.
Right.
They're doing it in the Christian President Christian Polanco way of doing it as a unit, as a group. And that is messing these guys up because they done destroyed their own clubs in their country so that they could pop, so they could win Champions League.
Right. And look, a lot of times people complain about, they always say like promotion relegation. That is like, that's the... that's the market. That's the way. Look, the best teams stay up, and the worst teams go down to a lower league. But when you talk about that, they don't talk about it in the sense of financial, especially in La Liga, where we know Barcelona and Real Madrid get more of the money.
They get all of it.
Basically all of it.
How about y'all build up your squad? I mean, we talked about this when Cristiano Ronaldo left and Messi left. Was there even a reason to watch La Liga?
Yeah. So there's a. The complaint about, the main thing is the hypocrisy seems to be that they love the promotion relegation, but they're okay with a financial disparity amongst the clubs, which is that the Premier League basically says, if we get this TV deal, everybody gets the money.
Everybody gets it evenly.
Split. And the other, I don't know about how all the other leagues, how it works, but I know in La Liga, Barcelona and Real Madrid get a bigger share.
We're going to negotiate.
Yeah, because they're like, nah, y'all ain't us. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Y'all don't have to pay for this yacht. So we got to pay for this yacht.
So this is the other.
And look, Jamal said Bournemouth has more money than Atletico Madrid. That's because Real Real Madrid and Barcelona take a bigger cut. That's not because La Liga doesn't make as much money, which they don't make as much money as Premier League, but that's because Premier League's decided, what if every club was at least kind of fun to watch?
Right.
What if we could share this money across the board so that not everybody was struggling? And bro, this is what happens to your league when you want to create one or two super teams.
I actually have the numbers.
We have the numbers,
look
bro.
at this.
For the 2021-22 season in La Liga, Real Madrid received 160.6 million euros in revenue. Barcelona received 159.9, compared to the bottom two teams, which were Mallorca and Vallecano, only 45.9 million.
Bro, that's 100 milli.
Bro, big
You
difference.
keep it over them. That don't happen in the Premier League.
Yeah, it doesn't happen.
You need to make up fake sponsors in order to do that.
Okay, look, if you want to listen to the other president of Angola, feel free.
Just email info@blangola.gov.
So here goes. Okay, so this is this is like another 20 seconds, but this is another piece of that conversation that I wanted to play.
Now go to a place
You
where
want
there's
to
no
go
one
back
by
to
the
when
best
Real
finances.
Madrid had the most money. You're talking about the Premier League being competitive. Real Madrid and Barcelona don't look after their own clubs in their own league. But you want help off the Premier League. You take all the money from the TV.
I'm not Real Madrid representative or Barcelona representative.
So that was it. But that point by Jamie Carragher, Barcelona and
Great
Real Madrid
point.
don't even look after the other clubs in their own league. So
It's facts.
why are you now? So the question seems to be is and what people are kind of hinting at is like, Premier League should either share some of the revenue that they get, or let's essentially do a super.
Premier League should share their revenue.
Or essentially, that's kind of like what they're hinting at.
They are hinting that Premier League should send money to La Liga.
So if you pay attention to this debate, Guillem Balagué does suggest this. He basically says, look how great it is that the Premier League shares their money across all the clubs to lift the entire league. Why can't you do that for the rest of Europe? And Jamie Carragher is like, why should we do that for the rest of Europe?
Bro, do you have a bleep button? Bro. What?
Yes.
Yo, I dare you. That's like my neighbors knocking on my door and saying, hey, I noticed the iPad you purchased your wife. I was wondering if you could do so for the rest of the building. The speed at which I would slam my door. What?
Right.
No, you don't get that.
Look, and if the only argument anybody should make is like, yo, La Liga, Bundesliga, y'all figure it out. If it's competition, then look, the free market that everybody loves is speaking. If people are attracted to the Premier League for whatever reason, just like they were attracted to La Liga for years, just like Serie A was completely dominant for decades. You've seen the clip of Zlatan Ibrahimovic talking about English football is a joke. It's just playing in the mud and the players have no class.
The first career rant was about that.
Right. So this is part of the evolution of the game where the dominant league is going to switch from time to time. The Premier League is not going to be the top league forever because maybe there might be something.
No, they up now. And then maybe there's some wonderkind or something that comes through. Mm-hmm. But here's the thing. If Germany was smart, right? Germany was smart and said, well, at this point, 13 years ago, something like that.
They said, we ain't doing all that.
Nah, bro, it's too much, fam. I'm going home. No, they said like, yo, we need to build up everyone's academies. So we're going to do a rev share so everyone gets an equal amount to build up their academies. And in 10 years, they won the World Cup. I forget if they won the Euros. I believe they also won the Euros. They did, right? At the end of the day, they created almost like a football factory in their country, right?
Yeah.
If they had done the same thing for developing players for Bundesliga, which look, they've developed a bunch of players that have gotten sold to teams like Premier League and in the Premier League and in La Liga and other countries. But the point is, they decided to share their money, and their league is stronger because of it. Are they as strong as the Premier League? No, and there's a massive disadvantage in everything being in German, bro. We don't understand your chants, all right? It sounds wild, disrespectful what you're saying, bro. But you as La Liga, bro, a lot of this world speaks Spanish. If Bad Bunny making money. Yeah. You can make money.
Okay? And yeah, he deserved that Grammy, bro. How dare you
stole a Grammy.
Okay.
And the
Harry
show,
Styles.
And I
Get
think
out of here.
Stars has a show about reggaeton coming out. Did you know about this?
I didn't know about this.
Guess what? There were none of in the writer's room.
You and I?
Puerto Ricans, bro.
Really?
How you gonna do a show about reggaeton and not have just one body in the corner being like an old super, being like, it wasn't like that, Papa. Just one dude. You gotta get here. Yo, shouts to Chris Merck, man. Chris Mercado, remember the director, Chris Merck? He directed a bunch of comedy specials. He put me onto that. He was like, bro, you believe they didn't have one Boricua in the whole day? You ain't even got someone from the actual island, bro.
Damn,
Nobody, not even from the Bronx.
It's like everybody who works at BET is white.
Yeah, I know, right?
This doesn't make sense.
Yo, not one of y'all. Not one of y'all got some sauce.
my God.
Disrespectful. There's no, bro. Evie Queen didn't stop by the water cooler.
Okay. All right. Look, now I'm glad you told me this because I needed a new thing to be upset about.
All right.
I needed it.
On this President's Day, you're gonna ruin our day. We work so hard for.
So,
look, people saying La Liga is trash. Guess who that was? That's Jamal. Hey, don't disrespect Harry Styles. Again, Jamal, you out of the writer's room for the reggaeton show.
Robin Zagini, I like her point. She says, that makes absolutely no sense. La Liga should help itself, not ask another league to help them. But look, think if La Liga shared revenue evenly amongst all the teams, how great would that be? I mean, I think it would be such a huge lift to the entire league because at some point
it would take a minute. There would be a bit of a hump there, for sure.
There would clearly be, not every player going to Real Madrid or Barcelona.
No.
The rosters wouldn't be as stacked. They wouldn't win every single year.
You cannot have super teams, and I know Manchester City has won more years than not, but it's way more of a competitive league than La Liga has been in the past.
Yeah.
You can't have 3 big teams and really have it be 2 that are making the most of the money.
And when you think of it in a larger picture, as far as the supporters culture and there's supporters bars for every Premier League team, even clubs in the Championship. In the US, you can find.
In New York alone, there was a Stoke City bar, bro.
Right. But if I need to find
there ain't a Stoke City bar in Stoke City.
But if I need to find an Elche supporters bar, do you know how difficult that will be?
You gotta be at a dude's house.
Okay.
You going to a dude's house in Westchester,
Where am I gonna find the Cadiz fans?
Yeah.
All right.
If I want to see Rayo Vallecano with my peoples, you know where I gotta go? I gotta go to a Rayo Vallecano game, bro.
It's a little bit more challenging.
I gotta go to JFK.
Okay.
It ain't as easy.
So that's the main thing is that when there's competition amongst all the clubs in that league, there's a better opportunity for a more global support, global fan base and things like that. It's like even, again, clubs like, there's West Ham bars, there's Leeds bars, there's Sunderland, there's everything.
Bro, every club.
So
Fulham bars.
When it comes to the clubs in England, there's at least some brand recognition that Americans kind of have. And that I think that just speaks to the fact that there's at least some opportunity. Yes, it is very difficult for to have a Leicester City every single year,
right?
But there's at least an opportunity to at least like slightly hope for the first 2-3 weeks, and it can develop at least somebody caring about the club,
right?
and supporting it and not living in that city, and that's what La Liga I think kind of struggles with realistically, of just like from. I mean, we know billions of, obviously exaggerating, but Real Madrid and Barcelona fans. I mean, that's always, the brand is just incredibly strong. But there should be a little bit more of that. There should be more of that support for other clubs in La Liga. And that's just, it's a shame that it isn't. But I do think if they did share revenue, I think that's a stronger possibility.
But you also see it, man. You ain't getting that guap for the TV rights. You ain't getting a big old bag like Premier League got. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. People aren't interested. I mean, people are naming teams. Deportivo, Celta de Vigo. What was the other one that I saw? Gran Canaria, Las Palmas.
But so look,
all these people aren't really chatting about these clubs. There's more conversation about Burnley,
right,
in the Championship than there is about Celta de Vigo.
So, but Kevin just said also the English speaking. England, obviously, the English-speaking leagues might have a bigger advantage. But I am a Spanish speaker, and I'm around other Latinos, and even other Latinos don't immediately connect with other clubs in La Liga outside of Real Madrid and Barcelona.
Because they're the colonizers.
I don't think it's just, so it's not.
Have we not talked about this?
It says it just speaks to the point that it isn't simply about speaking the language. So knowing the language is not enough.
There are more Boca Juniors bars in New York City than there are for clubs outside of the top three in La Liga. If that doesn't tell you that there's an available fan base that speaks the language and understands what the hell y'all yelling, and we're two of them. Okay? And y'all ain't taking advantage of that. That goes to show y'all need to get your money up. Don't stop begging door to door, selling them chocolates for $1, trying to get your money up.
I love, Jamal just said the Burnley bar, everyone has to be eating stones and cigarettes. Bro.
The man who runs there, Burnley Bar got a shrine to Nigel Farage.
Is that the Prime Minister?
Guy. It's the Brexit guy.
Oh, the Brexit guy. Yeah. Oh, hilarious.
Yo, Burnley, wow, right? We don't want to go there, bro. I ain't trying to go to Turf Moor, man.